There we are. We're live. Welcome to YouTube, Keith.
Well, howdy. Am I supposed to have these ears on?
You don't have to.
Okay.
I do because just in case we get callers, then you'll have to have them on. But yeah, so we got 7 minutes plus a little bit here. We got 13 minutes before we go live on the radio, but we're live on YouTube. So if anybody wants to call in on YouTube here quickly, you have to do my cell phone. 701-425-6651 is the phone number.
So let me ask you a question.
You bet.
It's just because we do YouTube too, but
Yeah.
actually my guys do it. So
Sure.
anyway, what I'm wondering, so these people that this is distributed to or to your channel.
Yeah.
Subscribers of your
This
channel.
is my channel, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio. Jesse Flath is with us right now.
All right, Jesse. So I want to tell you, you're a special guy to be a subscriber to this channel. You are, and you know that. Okay.
He's special.
Just look at your mirror and say, "You are weird. You're my kind of weird."
He's special in many ways.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I've got Colton over there. He's trying to. I see that look on his face. He's trying to figure out how to. We're going to put a post up on my what is it, Facebook page.
Your Facebook page.
So hopefully we can get some people to. Darren's here.
Darren,
Okay.
Yeah. See, he says
He is very special. Darren, we all know. Those of us that know Jesse know that. Okay. So we're gonna wait until it gets.
Remember that time we were prairie dog hunting out on the reservation, and Jesse brings his smoker.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
that's back when Ron Colburn was. Boys, we're burning. We should be burning lead, not daylight.
Yeah,
huh?
you got that right. Yeah. Did you see all that ammo back there in the hallway?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I had ammunition. Or the other day, I wound up. I got bang, bang, bang. Somebody's at the front door here, and somebody go answer it. And then they came in just for you as the FedEx guy.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So I said, "What you got?" Because I mean, it's not unusual for him to bring a little box, whatever. He says, "I got a pallet in the truck." A pallet of what? Ammo. I'll be right out. So anyway, I got a pallet of ammo that was delivered. That's pretty cool.
What caliber?
All.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, primarily 223 and 308, but we got some 45 ACP and 9mm.
So we need, John. We need to get an ammunition sponsor. See if Hornady will sponsor us. Keith will sponsor us.
We'll wait for the bleeding to get done with this wedding, and then Keith can talk about that. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, the 9mm, I ordered it because I got a special gun that I'm working on getting, and he's going to eat a lot of that 9mm. I'll tell you about that after the top of the hour. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Not just pew, but a lot of pews, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Lots. Yeah, we like that.
Morning, Karen. Good to see you. Mobridge is with us. Thank you. Mobridge, South Dakota is on with us there, Keith. So we're in Pierre, South Dakota, Mobridge, South Dakota, Bismarck, Minot, and Dickinson for this Saturday show here. So those are the stations that are with us here. So
that's good. So this time of year, I don't know, what is everybody doing this time of year besides getting cabin fever? You got to be
feeding cows.
Fever. I was going to say, you got to be feeding cows. When are the cows going to start calving? Here in the next 60 days or so?
He starts early.
Well, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't start until like April 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that's the time to really hit it for coyotes. Ooh.
There're going to be a lot of coyotes.
Oh, yeah. That's too bad on that. Too bad for the coyotes anyway.
My mentions, got tournaments going on today. This one's in Pierre, South Dakota. KGFX on the line. Say hi to our new talent, David Burrell. All right. Cool, David. Good to have you. Thanks, KGFX. Appreciate the text. Let me know you're on with us. Chasing kids to hockey tournaments every weekend. That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, is there hockey down here in Texas?
That's a reason for people to go drink in some big building. Okay, they go watch it. They don't play it down here. It's a little bit too warm. Although it's been cold lately. I mean, this morning it was quite.
It's nice out. Good grief, man.
Yeah,
it is cold. Nice out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know it's nice for y'all, but for us it was kind of cold.
This is what I'm wearing here. This is 8 layers less than I'm used to wearing in the morning. About
You
this
know,
time.
the thing is, I tell people, yeah, but you're not used to the heat, but y'all are used to the heat. I mean, it gets hot up there in the
Yeah, it does.
Dakotas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why our skin looks like leather.
Well, I wound hey, speaking of the Dakotas, I wound up, I was, I don't know, the show that we got a show, maybe I ought to wait until after the top of the hour.
Well, we can repeat it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did a show up there out of Rapid City.
Yeah.
We went about 100 miles northeast up to a mule deer farm up there.
Okay.
And we filmed the most unbelievable mule deer out there that it was unreal. I mean, it was just unreal. This guy's got these giant mule deer. And anyway, that show's going to run here in a week or two on Deer and Wildlife Stories. And so I think a lot of people up in that country would really like to see it.
Yeah, you don't usually hear a lot of mule deer farms.
No.
That's
I think there's
pretty
only
rare.
like 8 or 10 of them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you know what, if we, after this, we'll wind up, I'll show you some on my place. If we go out there, I'll show you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I've been working on that.
There's messages for you there.
Give that little gal. Well, she wishes you were down here too. Okay. Yeah. And Jesse, you can't believe how many people last night we had a rehearsal dinner, and I want to say there were 60 seats in the room, and there was no place to sit down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unreal. And all the dessert, I wasn't going to eat the dessert, but they said it was sugar free. I think they lied.
Does Ryan have a pretty big family too?
Oh yeah.
Does he?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was just there was just a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot of people. So hopefully everybody will wind up showing up for the ceremony today. And I know there'll be a lot of people tonight at the reception.
Got your dancing shoes on, Keith?
I don't know if I'm going to dance
So
or
get
not.
this.
That dance floor is not very big. There's too many tables in the room.
So last night, me and my wife and John and his wife, we head into this. We heard music, so we followed the music.
Mhm.
We get in there, and the band's playing, and the dance floor is full of people, but they're all standing there, staring at the band. So we walk up into the front row. We start dancing. We got yelled at.
Why?
Because we were dancing in front of them. They said,
Well, you're supposed to dance behind them?
they said, that was really rude. You guys need to go in the back row. Is that a thing in Texas where you guys stand and watch the band instead of dance? Or
No,
what?
you're pulling my leg.
I'm not pulling your leg at all.
Well, let me tell you, that is the oldest dance hall in Texas, and maybe they've got some kind of etiquette in there. I don't know. I mean, George Strait started there. Literally,
Really?
You see pictures of him on the wall when he's a young guy. I mean, he was a kid. But that's Green Dance Hall. It's the oldest dance hall in Texas, and I
Really?
haven't been in it in a long time since we built it. But anyway, we wound up. You didn't catch it, no?
Since we built it, yeah.
Well, but it's, I don't know. Maybe that's a deal up there. But I can promise you one thing: they'll be dancing tonight in front of people.
Call it dance hall. It looks like a pole barn back home.
we call that.
Well, that's what it
Yeah.
was. I mean, it was like it is like a
It's
it
a
is a
pole
pole
barn.
barn, but
It
it
is
had
a
a bunch
pole
of
barn,
visqueen over the windows to keep the wind out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but man, there's been a lot of people playing there.
Did you guys get snow yet this year?
You know what? The other day it snowed
It
for
did.
about 30 seconds, and
Okay.
everybody was all fired up. Then it went away.
About 45 seconds.
45
Yeah,
seconds.
it was. It didn't stay long, but it did snow a little bit.
All right. Well, we got 4.5 minutes. Stations 4.5 minutes. I have 7:01, 42, 43. If you want to do a check on the time, right there's what we have. Yeah. Other than that,
All right, so here's what the plan is today.
what's planned?
We're going to go as soon as we get done with this. We're going to go out, and I'll take you to the ranch.
Can we grab the wives?
Yeah. You can grab her.
Text them and let them know.
I got.
Did it screw you up if I tried talking back here, or am I loud enough to pick it up on the mic?
It's not loud enough.
It won't-
Not with these mics.
It doesn't screw.
You
us
got to
up
be
any
right
more
here
than
in
we
these
already
mics.
are.
You're fine. You can cuddle with Colton. Go ahead. Whatever you want to
You
do.
wondering
man.
what that is in that cup? I know you are. I know you're wondering it. You ever heard of peach crown? That's not peach crown, but I'll tell you, I don't know about that.
That guy's an apple crown guy.
I just like crowning myself. Okay, but no, it's like
Crown.
The deal about it is I wound up Johnny wound up. Y'all know Johnny. Johnny wound up Johnny's my producer. And
Yeah.
anyway,
Tessa's watching. She said, "Thanks for inviting us."
oh well, okay, sorry. Well, you come on. So, you can Uber over here. And even in this little town, there's not little compared to where y'all are from, but for Texas is a little town. They have Ubers here. But no, we wound up the other day, Johnny, found out he liked Peach Crown. I was just wanted to get him something nice. And so I went to that liquor store down there and they didn't have it. I went to that liquor store, they didn't have it. Nobody, I got on the telephone. Nobody has it. Seriously, nobody has it. And I don't know if he got it up there where y'all are or not. But
Back in March when the new shipment comes in.
they told me it was like a holiday thing, is what they said.
Yeah,
So-
make so much and it sells out right away.
Yeah. That's probably pretty smart, otherwise that's the way they can keep the price up. Oh yeah. I asked,
I'm okay with straight, just the old-fashioned Crown.
me too, but when I wound up, I saw those different flavors. I said, how are y'all going to get somebody to drop $50 on a bottle of try that vanilla stuff? And if it's not any good, I said, why don't y'all have like servers come in like at the grocery store where, you have different
Samples.
chips and dips and stuff and have a sample of the deal. And they said they do. I said, how can I get that job? Yeah.
So thank you to him for letting us tag along when you go look around. All right. Yeah. We got you. We got you, Tess. We got you. All right. Well, let's see here. Couple minutes.
Yes. I got it.
And what else we got going on here? Spearfishing.
Spearfishing?
Oh, that's a good time, man. You cut a pretty good sized hole in the ice and put a really dark shack over it. And you have this, it's for northern pike,
Yeah.
and you drop a decoy in there and you kind of give it a couple tugs and it spins around and here comes those northerns and you grab it looks like a trident basically. Boom.
How you get them out of the hole?
Well, your trident's hooked to a rope and then you just pull up and there it is.
Yeah, but what happens if you got one bigger than the hole?
Well, the hole is like 2 foot by 3 foot big. It's a big hole.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good sized
I
hole.
was going to say,
I mean, you can. It's not like you. I mean, you can fall in. That's how big the hole
really?
is. Oh yeah.
I was going to say the only time I've ever ice fished, we've like
Oh no.
little holes like
Oh.
8 inches, maybe 10 inches,
Yeah.
something like
Well,
that.
it is a good time. It's a good
Huh.
time.
You ever eat them?
Yeah, I'm not a big fish eating fan.
Really?
No.
Mostly walleyes.
Yeah. All right, stand by air stations. We got 30 seconds
I'll eat the walleye.
on mark. 30 seconds.
Catch them pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, Colton, you go get me a bottle of water next door, maybe. And don't make as much noise when you walk back in. We didn't even know you're here. Yeah, okay. Get me a big glass.
All right, stations. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. You're listening to it on KFYR to Bismarck, KCJB in Minot, KLTC in Dickinson. As we head across the border, KOLY, Mobridge, and KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota. Good to have you along here. And all the subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thank you for doing that at Dakota Prairie Outdoors Radio. I hit my 100 subscribers, Keith. You know what that means? I can finally go online with my mobile device and do a show.
Really?
Yeah. So thank you, all the subscribers. I appreciate that.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
cool. You know, the subscribers out there, do you know how many millions of different channels there are
Yeah.
for distribution out there to subscribe to? And so for guys like Scott or guys like me, every one of you that hits that subscribe button, that means something.
It does. You don't.
And we appreciate that.
I'm in Texas. I'm in New Braunfels, Texas, with Keith Warren from the TV show called The High Road. Here, as you can see, we're in his conference room. I wish I had one of those cameras we could pan around here and look at all the different mounts. Well, I guess I could flip the screen back here a little bit, but
make everybody
it is
sick.
nice, man. Thanks for having us here. We're here for your daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
excited are you, Dad? Huh?
I am ready for it to be over with, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm excited. I mean, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, I'm excited, but it's like it's all coming to a head, and it's nice to see everybody's coming in. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's coming in, so it'll be fun. It'll be good to get it over with. I promise there'll be some tears tonight from me.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And
son.
and
Speaking of, hold on,
Speaking
come in,
of-
come here.
it's-
Speaking of people coming in,
Speaking of that, there's
that's
Colton.
my little boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Colton. He came in from. Tell him where you came in from.
Fairbanks, Alaska.
And what are you doing up there?
I'm stationed in the Air Force at Eielson Air Force Base.
Yeah. So anyway, he came down here, and okay. So this morning it was cold here. I mean, it was really cold. Like I think it was like in the lower 40s. It could have been upper 30s. And so yesterday morning, Colton got in, and it was actually
that's not cold, Keith.
It was well, it was 27 yesterday morning. And Colton shows up in like a tank top. Oh, it was 50 degrees. Okay, John just said it's 50. So anyway, tell him how cold it was up when you left.
It had warmed up. We had a real warm week. It's like a heat wave came through. It was like -15. It was real nice. Really
Okay,
nice.
Go sit down. Our freezer is warmer than where it is out there. So
-15. Alaska is one of the few places where you have to warm your tires up on your vehicle so they get the flat spots out of them at certain times.
well, I'll tell you what. I
There
don't
you
know how
go.
y'all do it, but you know what? I like it down here. It's nice and it gets warm. The
Yeah.
deal is today it'll warm up to 70 degrees. Y'all just wait.
70 be
Yeah,
nice
make
day
you want to go
today.
fishing.
Well, it's not coyote hunting weather, is that's for sure.
That's always coyote
Ah,
hunt
that's
weather.
true. It is
Come
always
on,
coyote
man.
hunt. Well, very quick. I'm going to mention the 6th annual Double K Coyote Calling Contest in Pierre. That's going on here today. Good luck there. Also, the 8th annual Littles Bar Spear Fishing Tournament up in Lake Sakakawea is going on today. And the ice fishing tournament in Pollock, South Dakota is going on today. So there you go. All kinds of things happening here. We're talking ice fishing, and it just doesn't seem like when you're in Texas, it doesn't seem like you need to even say ice fishing.
No,
It's nice, man.
it's
a good
the
change.
fishing here though. I mean, fish like anywhere. You know, that one thing that we always wait for in the springtime here is if we can get days in the 70s to 80s for about 2 or 3 days. Okay, now, I mean, and anyway, the fish move up. I mean, the fish are ready to do their deal. And this time of year, no matter where you live, it's like every 3 or 4 days you have a cold front come through. I mean, it's just that's what happens. Okay, so if you can catch it right before that cold front blows through, okay, and that where it's been warm and that water temperature, especially the top couple of 3 feet, warms up, man, you can smoke them.
Are you talking bass then, or are you talking
Bass and crappie.
crappie?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know where my phone is, but I'll show you pictures from crappie a friend of mine caught.
You started out. I mean, your hunting career didn't start out shooting big game like this. I mean, you were the Texas angler. You were the fisherman.
Yeah.
How many years did you do that on TV?
Well, I grew up fishing and hunting, and I tell people that I love to fish, but I live to hunt. But back, I started in 1984 doing the fishing show, and how I started doing the fishing show, I had fished some tournaments and done pretty good in them, and I knew some guys that were starting fishing shows because back in the early 80s, I mean, literally, we just didn't have much outdoor television. We didn't. I mean, the cable TV, I think you had, if you're lucky, 36 channels.
Right.
And it seems like forever ago. But anyway, I said, and the guys that were doing fishing shows were doing bass fishing shows. And I said, you know what? Well, in Texas, we've got saltwater. We got 650 miles of saltwater coastline. I'll do a fishing show and it'll be just on fish. Okay. I'm not going to be prejudiced. I'm not going to say just black bass. I want to fish for crappie and catfish and
Right,
speckled
right.
trout and flounder and redfish. And so I did a fishing show, and that's how it took off. And I did that for 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
So what made you get the bug to go after big game?
Well, like I say, I live to fish. I love to fish, but live to hunt. I wound up when I was doing the fishing show, I wound up always hunting, and I thought, you know what, I want to try this. And then there were some other hunting shows that starting to come on TV. I said, I can do that. And let me tell you something: doing a hunting show is a whole lot harder than doing a fishing show.
Yeah.
Doing a fishing show is easy. Doing a hunting show
Really?
is not easy. During the fishing show, one thing that made us different, and I think makes us different now, is I really value people's time a lot. I value your time coming down. I value each and every person that is listening to us right now, because that's the one thing that God gave every single one of us the exact same amount of time during the day. You have 24 hours to spend whatever you want to spend your time doing. You want to spend your time laying underneath some bridge in a cardboard box, like there's people down there somewhere doing that right now, or you spend your time doing good things and going out and hunting and fishing. And so it's, what do you do with your time? So we appreciate people's time. And when we did the fishing show, every single time I'd catch a fish, I'd try to give information out. Why did I think that fish was there? What was I using? How did I do
Right.
it? What did I learn? Because I want to help people. It's the same thing with our hunting show now. I want to be able to help people understand why we do this and how to do it better. Am I an expert? No. Am I pretty good? Yeah. But I want to be able to communicate and help more people understand why we do what we do, in hopes that we can encourage more people to go out and do what we do and protect the future of the outdoors.
Well, there's so many antis against us. I mean, the way it is, and then you see also in our own industry, you see people against it too. So we got to get that education out whenever we have a chance to,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is why I appreciate the stations that have me on here today, allowing me to do that.
Well, I know that y'all watching on YouTube. It's important for you to know we're learning, and here we've got. I mean, he said he hit 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Thank you.
Which is not very many if you look at the grand scheme of
No,
things.
no, it's not. But you know what?
Yeah.
Those 100 people are cherished.
Yeah.
Okay, they are
absolutely.
cherished. Okay,
Yeah.
they are valuable people. Okay, well, on our YouTube channel, we've got a substantial number of subscribers, and so what the whole thing is in today's world, we're trying to learn how to do this, how to play the game,
Yeah.
and that's what I call it, playing the game. And I'm smart enough to know I'm not very smart. I need to surround myself with a lot of good people, and I need to ask a lot of questions on how to grow things, how to make things better, how to reach more people, and so. But we're also dealing with Big Brother that's got the thumb on you that can kill you at any moment. And so
Right.
what happens is that YouTube has got stuff that got these algorithms, and I'm not sure what they are, but they're filters basically to filter out what somebody feels is not the proper information that the people on YouTube should get.
Right.
And so when we use words that shouldn't be used, okay, then all of a sudden, boom, the filter catches it.
Mhm.
And if you use too many of those things that the filter catches, they just filter your whole thing out and you go away.
Right.
And so what happens is if I were to, and so on our, seriously, this is just crazy. Blood, we all have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't show it.
No. You can't say it anymore.
You can't even say it.
If you say that word enough, the B word, now as we call it, you say that word enough, YouTube filter gets rid of you.
Really.
Okay. You can't say that word. I'm going to say this word. It's the S word, shot. Okay. You
Really?
can't say the S word enough. I mean, if you say it enough, you get nixed. And
Well,
what happens?
We'll have to go on the other side of the break here,
Okay.
Keith. We're up against it right now. We'll come back more with Keith Warren live from Texas here as we're down here for Keith's daughter's wedding, and we'll have more coming up. Questions, comments, 701-425-6651 if you want to call in or text. That's the way to do it. We'll be back right after these messages.
The Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wick Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A. Plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitols. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit dakotacommunitybank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Piper's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring late model John Deere R-Series 4-wheel drive and track tractors, a 2019 DB60 corn planter, and more in Starbuck, Minnesota on March 12th. Then on March 21st and March 26th, Piper's will be offering an entire fleet of late model Case IH sprayers, quad tracks, 9230 combines, a Claas 750 combine, Challenger Series tractors, trucks, trailers, and more near Richardson in New England, North Dakota. For online bidding and complete details, log on to Pipers.com.
Cattle producers, it's time for the Schriefer Red Angus Production Sale, Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Selling 25 2-year-old bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found online at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Docile dispositions and bulls anybody can use. Make sure you attend the Schriefer Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. at Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuce's Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker, and he and his boys in the bunkhouse perform Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
Hey, folks, join me on Saturday, March 7th, 2 p.m. Central Time at Sitting Bull Auction, Williston, North Dakota for the DK Red Angus Production Sale. 57 purebred Red Angus bulls offering sons of Rolling Deep 660, Thunder 637, Beavers, CL Atomic, and Top Notch 15, and many more. All bulls carcass ultrasounded and free delivery up to 500 miles. More information at dkredangus.net. Join the Kiefler family on Saturday, March 7th, 2 p.m. Central Time, Sitting Bull Auction, Williston, North Dakota. Cattle producers want bulls with good dispositions while they cover ground in females and stay healthy. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch takes pride in offering 33 registered yearling Angus bulls that'll fit your operation. Join Travis, Rebecca, and their family Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market for their annual production sale. More information can be found on their Facebook page. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch, quality bulls without the BS. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wick Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A. Plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitols. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock. Mountain Time.
Stations, we're coming back here in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues, broadcasting live from New Braunfels, Texas. Keith Warren from the High Roads here with me here. Son Colton's over here. The Coyote Whispers over there in the other corner. John's over here. He's going to be my ride back here, Keith. He's going to be my chauffeur. Because thank goodness for these little thing called a smartphone. And some people say they're a bad thing, but when you can type an address in there, it brings me right here. Granted, I missed the turnoff and I went to the convenience store, but still, it's a lot easier doing it that way than trying to pull out a map and read that whole thing.
We could do a whole series of programs on how that smartphone makes you stupid.
We could. But
Okay.
it sure helped me this morning.
Oh, it does help us all. But boy, I think sometimes it doesn't make us very smart.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, if you want to call in here, 701-425-6651 is I'm on the remote cell phone here, or you can text that same number, 701-425-6651. If you have any questions, comments you want to ask Keith about, or just cover a few things here. So there you go. So before we went into break, you were talking about saying shot on YouTube, and that gets cut away.
Okay.
Right?
So as we're learning how to work in this digital age, and where we've got to figure out how to get our message out to people, this YouTube is a phenomenal tool to help us be able to reach lots of people globally, and we do. And we appreciate everybody watching on YouTube. But when we produce content and the content is found to be objectionable by somebody with YouTube, they have the ability, and they often just go ahead and make sure that is a failure. Okay. And so what happens many times as outdoorsmen, we go out there and do things that are deemed to be unfit, unsuitable to be put on YouTube. And it's a shame, because what we're doing is not illegal, immoral, or unethical.
Right.
And so when we wind up trying to grow our YouTube subscribership, just like Scott, you do, what happens is that people want to see what's real. Okay. They want to see that coyote come in, and they want to see you blow him in half. death.
Yeah.
That's what they want to see. Okay. They don't, yeah, at least they like to see him kind of tip over, but they like to really see something explosive. Okay. And so the more explosive it is, the more that it's going to get shared and become viral. It's like, man, did you see this? Did you see that? Prairie dogs, for example. I mean, prairie dogs, you know,
Absolutely.
when we shoot them, why in the world would you want to shoot one in the head and just have him fall over? I mean, shoot them down a lower third, get some flips up out of them. I mean, you know, make one go
Starfish.
this way or, yeah. I mean, and so what happens is outdoorsmen, we kind of like, yeah, that was good. That was good. Well, we get looked at that's not really that good. And so when we say things on YouTube, you got to think YouTube gets millions of videos put up every day, from people eating grasshoppers to,
there's some nasty stuff on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah. And so what happens is that what we're doing, like I said, is not illegal, immoral, or unethical. And what happens is when we talk about things, they have filters. And so these filters, if you say blood too much on a video, we call that the B word now.
Right.
Okay, it gets dinged, and all of a sudden you have a mark against you. Okay, and then if you say, "Look where I shot him," okay, that you have another mark against you, and you get enough marks, all of a sudden, boom, you go away. You just happen to go away.
Yeah.
And so what we have to do is we have to be very careful when we do these videos now. And so we have a warning at the front of every one of our videos. Warning: this program about hunting, it's educational in nature. You know, viewer discretion is advised. And the reason why we say it's educational is because we'll talk about conservation. We'll talk about the habitat, and we're talking about a lot of different things that are helping people understand more than us just going out and smoking something.
Right.
Okay. And so the whole point of this is that as we try to reach more people, we're being held back because we can't expose to them the joy and the excitement and the fun that we get out of being outdoorsmen.
Right. I was watching a show. I can't remember the name of it here, just a couple days ago before we flew down here. And right before they took the shot, Keith, it faded to black.
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard the shot, and then, you know, when it came back into the scene, they were sitting there behind their animal. Is it on a point right now on the national side of television, you can't show the actual impact of that shot or not? I mean, is that something that's going away too? That's getting censored?
Yeah,
It is.
Well, let me put it this way. Whoever the producer of that is, you need to grow a set because you just had yours cut off. Okay. And the whole deal, I look at it, I think, you know what? People say, well, why did you kill it? It's like, it's a damn hard thing to do, to eat them when they're alive, you know? And say, well, you didn't eat that. No, but a coyote did. A buzzard did. I mean, whatever it is, a prairie dog, a badger, it doesn't matter. I mean, and so what we wind up doing as sportsmen, I'm thinking, we have allowed ourselves to get bullied by people that don't have a backbone, but they have the backbone of the press and the liberal media in order to push us around. They ain't pushing me around.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I'll play by the rules, and guess what? We have plenty of bee on the ground when we get done on a hunt.
Yeah.
Lots of bee on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have lots of places where we put holes in these animals. And so we share that with people. We have to be careful because we don't want to get, we don't want Big Brother to come in and pull the plug on us.
Yeah. Darren says, Scott, am I going to be able to hunt some hogs while we're down here? Well, I'll tell you this. If Keith's taking us out to the ranch, I'm guessing you have something with firepower in your vehicle.
Oh yeah, but
You know.
here's the deal: they're no hogs. They're no hogs.
Okay, good.
See,
Okay.
you know, I want to tell you something. It's when we do. First off, hogs are all over the state of Texas, and outside of our ranch, the perimeter, there are hogs. And I mean, we'll see them occasionally. Drive around if the wind's real. The hogs are smart, but you drive around if the wind's real solid in your face, and you ease up, you'll see them out there running away. They won't come on our place. They know that's a death sentence. We will drill them so fast. I mean,
Yeah.
And so we don't have them. Now, you'll sit here and you see us do these shows where we'll go out and I'll kill 40 or 50 or 60 a night. And I do that.
Mhm.
But there are other nights I go out and kill one or two.
Right.
Okay. I mean, hogs are just like coyotes. I mean, some days coyotes, I mean, the best coyote hunting I ever did, I called and killed in 21 in a day. It was like, and we got all of them on video.
Nice.
I mean, I called in about
Nice.
30, but we killed 21 on video. It was unreal. And then there's other days where I can't get anybody's attention at all. It's like, you know, where in the world are they? So when it comes to hog hunting, people outside the state of Texas see all these videos and think Texas is overrun with them, like we got an oil well in the front yard, you know.
Right.
but we don't. I mean, the hogs are just like anything else. They're going to go where the habitat is, where the food, and they're secluded. They got water and shade, and they're going to go there, and that's where they're going to hang out.
Notice one thing when I'm here, though. Your gas price is only $2 a gallon.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
how do you get that? Because
I don't know.
North Dakota's got a little bit of oil wells up there right now. We're producing a lot of barrels a day, and our prices.
Appreciate that very much. Keep sending it down, but
yeah, you're welcome.
keep sending it down. I mean, I don't have any idea. It's and it's kind of like the back in the day.
Yeah, there you go.
We wound up like diesel prices used to be cheaper than gas, and now diesel's 50, 60 cents a gallon more expensive than gas. Can somebody explain that to me? But I don't know. I mean,
a lot more expensive when you come up our way. It's $1 more.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And so
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but I do know that our gas prices are cheap down here.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's great. Well, Texas still has a lot of oil, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where is that? More of the central part of the state, or what?
You know what? It's actually about 300 miles from here.
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
200 miles south of us, 300 miles west of us. I mean, there's some gas around here, a little bit of oil production, but not a whole heck of a lot in central Texas.
It's a big state.
It's a big state, and if you start, it's 800 and something miles from one side to the other, and from side to side and top to bottom.
So one of the photos I sent Maddie, a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, John and I were doing some night hunting, and I shot this one coyote, just had a big old belly on her, big old pig. Sent that picture, and Maddie says something like, our coyotes are so much bigger up in North Dakota than down here. And I think John was the one that said, see, not everything in Texas is bigger.
No, I'll tell you this.
Yeah,
People often
this one
wind
right
up,
here.
goodness, that's a pig. Yeah, people wind up, they'll wind up, make comments like that. But the thing is, you got to keep in mind, animals are going to adapt to the habitat in which they live in.
Right.
Okay. And the animals down here in Texas, I mean, it is hot. And I mean, there's a lot of bugs. We have a lot more bugs here than y'all have up there. And like snakes. I mean, we have, we have real big snakes.
Okay.
Our deer bodies aren't real big, but the antlers are big.
Right. Right. We're up against the block here. We're going to come back more with Keith Warren, 701-425-6651 if you want to call or text. And we'll be back on the other side of this break here shortly. Right here on KFYR, KCJB, KLTC, KOLY, and KGFX. Back after these messages.
The Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wicks Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A, plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitols. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus Annual Production Sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time.
Dakota Community Wealth Management's trust advisors use your wealth to support your family and those you care about. Whether you are just beginning to accumulate wealth or already have significant assets, our wealth management and trust professionals offer a complete array of customizable services to fit your needs. Visit dakotacommunitybank.com or ask for Dakota Community Wealth Management Department to ensure your legacy.
Are you tired of all the BS? Well, you don't need to worry if you're running Smith Saddle Butte Ranch bulls in your herd. 33 registered yearling Angus bulls selling Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market. Keneally Black Granite, Highway 3123, VAR Legend 5019, and many more. You can find them on Facebook at Smith Saddle Butte Ranch. February 15th, Bowman Auction Market. Come on in, sit down, and bid on quality bulls and leave the BS out in the pasture.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Piper's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring late model John Deere R-Series 4-wheel drive and track tractors, a 2019 DB60 corn planter, and more in Starbuck, Minnesota on March 12th. Then on March 21st and March 26th, Piper's will be offering an entire fleet of late model Case IH sprayers, quad tracks, 9230 combines, a Claas 750 combine, Challenger Series tractors, trucks, trailers, and more near Richardson in New England, North Dakota. For online bidding and complete details, log on to Piper's.com.
Cattle producers, it's time for the Schriefer Red Angus production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota. Selling 25 2-year-old bulls and 35 commercial open heifers. Videos and information can be found online at SchrieferRedAngus.com. Docile dispositions and bulls anybody can use. Make sure you attend the Schriefer Red Angus annual production sale. Thursday, March 12th, 1 p.m. at Stockman's Livestock, Dickinson, North Dakota.
25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame, and we're celebrating. Plan to attend the annual meeting February 14th and 15th at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. You'll be entertained by Deuce's Wild dueling pianos on Valentine's Day. Red Stiegel, the featured guest speaker, and he and his boys in the bunkhouse perform Saturday the 15th. There's dummy roping for the young cowboys and cowgirls, food auctions, and more. Get tickets now at NorthDakotaCowboy.com. Reserve your room at Four Bears. 25 years of the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. Come ride with us into the future, proudly honoring and preserving our past.
Hey folks, join me on Saturday, March 7th, 2 p.m. Central Time at Sitting Bull Auction, Williston, North Dakota for the DK Red Angus production sale. 57 purebred Red Angus bulls offering sons of Rolling Deep 660, Thunder 637, Beavers, CL Atomic, and Top Notch 15, and many more. All bulls carcass ultrasounded and free delivery up to 500 miles. More information at dkredangus.net. Join the Kiefler family on Saturday, March 7th, 2 p.m. Central Time, Sitting Bull Auction, Williston, North Dakota. Cattle producers want bulls with good dispositions while they cover ground in females and stay healthy. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch takes pride in offering 33 registered yearling Angus bulls that'll fit your operation. Join Travis, Rebecca, and their family Saturday, February 15th, 1 p.m. at the Bowman Auction Market for their annual production sale. More information can be found on their Facebook page. Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch, quality bulls without the BS. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wick Sale Facility south of Richardson. If you're looking for bulls that'll perform, you have sires like Pie the Cowboy Kind, Domain, Seabar El Grande, Pie Just Right, and Merlin 018A, plus 50 Red Angus open commercial heifers. Guest consigner, Pavlenko Semitols. All videos and information can be found at dvauction.com. Join me at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson, North Dakota for the Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, Thursday, February 20th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time.
All right, stations coming back in 10 seconds.
And then we'll come back. Meet them.
All right, here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors, Saturday edition broadcasting from New Braunfels, Texas. I am in the headquarters of Keith Warren's, the high road here, right? This is where everything happens. This is the place.
This is a place where we bring all the assets back and then they make it happen.
Yeah, that's true. That should so the people watching on YouTube, look at there. There we go. Just a few of the animals up there. We're surrounded by them all over the place here. It's awesome. So, of all the things that you've hunted, Keith, what stands out? Number one thing that you've shot?
I don't know. I mean, seriously.
I mean, it's all good, but what's that one thing that's like stuck with you for a long time?
You know what? I can't answer the question.
Okay.
I can't answer the question. Here's the reason why. I wind up every single thing that I go for. It's like, I love it. I love every single aspect of what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I said for years and years, it's like being outdoors and the hunter, it's like the fountain of youth. And when I was a little boy, I couldn't wait to go. Okay. I mean, it's like I couldn't wait. I mean, I was looking forward to Friday night. My daddy'd come home and man, I'd have everything packed and we're going to go wherever we went, whether it was hunting for frogs or rabbits or deer, it didn't matter. And I was so excited when I mean, that frog would stick his head up, boy, right there. I was so excited. I'm just as excited today. I mean, I'm just as excited today as I was back then, whether it's for a rabbit or a prairie dog or a moose, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And so I just love going. I mean, I love the going, I love the doing, I love the coming back, and I love the looking forward to going again.
You bet. 701-425-6651, Ultimate Outdoor Adventures TV. Are some guys that do a TV show regionally up there.
Mhm.
They're watching us here this morning. Thank you guys here. On the phone here, Jesse, good morning. You're on with Keith.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, Keith, you got to put your head.
No,
Now you
hold-
need these here. Hold on, Jesse.
Hold on, Jesse.
Yeah,
I know the way you.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead.
Now you can hear you.
Well, knowing that Scott was coming down there to see you, Keith, saw an article 2 days ago. Figured you guys would be doing the show, and I'm interested to hear your take on this because you always have some pretty good insight with as much of the country as you get around to. 2 days ago, there was an article in a Denver a news outlet about Boulder, Colorado, and Boulder, for people that don't know it, is kind of the epicenter of the tree hugging hippie kumbaya clan down there in Colorado, and they have been inundated with prairie dogs. There are ranchers that, for the first time in their ranch history, were not able to put up hay, not because of drought, because the prairie dogs have destroyed their hayland. And now all of a sudden, they've been just barking at everybody for, pardon the pun, but they've been barking at people for years, trying to figure out how to save these prairie dogs and make sure people don't hurt them. And now all of a sudden they've got themselves a massive issue. How do we, as a hunting community, farming and ranching community, fight against this hand-holding, can't kill everything, anything mentality that too much of the world is starting to get?
I think that first off, I wasn't aware of what's going on, but it doesn't surprise me in the least bit. I have to be a big believer that education is the best thing that we can do with people. If people are educated and they're aware of different issues, I think that the more educated and more aware people are of any issue, the better choices that they make. I think that many times you have people that have not a clue of what's going on, but they think they do. Yeah. Okay. But they're not smart enough to realize that they're not smart. Okay. And so they assume these things, and they assume, oh, this is the way management should be done. Management, whether you're managing your cows or whether you're managing your garden or your kids or whatever, it needs to be done with your head and not with your heart. Okay. And when you're managing wildlife and habitat, it needs to be managed with your head if you're going to do it the right way. Many times what happens is people want to manage with their heart on so many different things that they let the feelings get in the way of their intellect. And so education is the thing that I think what we need to do. And unfortunately, people think that they're already smart enough. And I think, nobody knows it all. And so what we need to do is we need to help people learn more about this. And many times people have to experience something for themselves before they actually realize, holy smokes, was I wrong? And so I'm thinking that's the case. That's many times the case, like with prairie dogs. Okay. In this instance, I mean, it's real easy for these government agencies to regulate people on things that literally the main public thinks is the right thing to do, but it's not the right thing to do. And then all of a sudden it gets tied up in the political process and everything goes to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good example of letting people have to just find out for themselves. My wife and I, we lived in Fort Collins, Colorado for a while. She was going to CSU down there, and we got to know some people, became friends with them. And all of a sudden we find out that they're talking about getting a prairie dog as a pet. And I thought they were messing with me. I really did. And by God, they weren't lying. They drove to Texas from Fort Collins because apparently in Texas, you can go to a pet store and buy a prairie dog as a pet.
Yeah.
So I go over to their house and...
Am I missing out on an income that I should probably be looking
I
at
was
here?
just going to say that. I mean, you might be sitting on a gold mine, Scott. I mean, they have this thing in about a 18-inch hard plastic ball that was full of holes so it could breathe, but it could run around the house then, but not get away. And they were thinking, all right, we'll have it in this ball for a couple of weeks, and then it'll be used to us and we can turn it out. And I tell you what, it was about 3 weeks. And between the barking constantly, the constant running, I mean, you know what a mouse in a wall sounds like. Put a big ass mouse in a ball and turn them loose in your house. I mean, these guys, they finally took this poor prairie dog to the edge of Fort Collins and turned him loose. And I don't know, maybe that's where the Boulder prairie dogs
I was
came
going to
from.
say,
I
there
don't know.
you go. But it
Started it right there. Yeah.
Well, you guys have a good weekend. I'll let you go and listen to the rest of the show. Keep them North Dakota boys and girls under control down there, Keith.
I'm going to try. It's going to be hard. I'm going to try.
All right, have a good weekend.
All right, Jesse.
Thanks for the call. 701-425-6651 if you want to call or text your questions, comments, and concerns here on the show today. He was talking about, the mentality some people have. You got to save all the animals here. You can educate, we can go out and do what we do, but I think a lot of what you and I do, Keith, we're preaching to the choir sometimes.
Yep.
What else can a guy get out to educate those that skip over the Dakota Prairie Outdoor Show? They skip over the High Road Show. They skip over those channels altogether because they're so focused on that.
I believe that I think probably the easiest people for us to reach as outdoorsmen and to change people's minds are kids. Okay.
Right.
I think that kids are sponges. They want to absorb all this information. And when we have our kids that we send to government schools, and the government schools have got an agenda to educate them with and remove very important parts of history, I think that what we have is we have a wreck. And so I think as a sportsman, what I like to do is go out to kids and somehow get down on their level, which is pretty easy for me, okay? And to talk to them in a manner in which they would understand and hopefully get them to come out to the ranch and experience something,
Right.
excuse me, where they get it, okay? They get it. These kids have never even picked up a feather off the ground or a shed antler, and they've never seen a chicken before. Many of them don't know where eggs come from. Seriously. And I'm thinking we as outdoorsmen, I don't know. I think sometimes we must be asleep at the wheel. I mean, we must be thinking that everybody's like us. Man, we're weird.
Yeah.
If you're an outdoorsman and you like to pick up your gun and go out and shoot and whatever, you're weird in today's world. You're
In today's
weird.
society, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what they want to do is I'm going to bring this up. Okay. Scott didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I don't know. Did you? Okay. Let's see if anybody's listening here, did you watch the Super Bowl? Okay. I did. First off, I don't watch football. I don't care for football. Okay. And the reason why it's a political deal, when they started doing all that kind of stuff and putting themselves on pedestal, making it seem like they're experts in something and tell me how I ought to feel and changing our country direction. Hold on. I thought you were supposed to be here to help play football.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, I stopped watching, but I got to watch the Super Bowl because years ago we would watch the commercials. If anything, just watch the commercials. I'm going. So this year, I got the Super Bowl on. I'm watching. Okay. That first commercial came and went. It's like, what the hell was that? And the next one came and went. What the hell was that? And the next one, same thing. It's like, who are they? They think, what happened to the good commercials?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, who are they making these commercials for? Because it wasn't me or anybody I know. Did anybody else feel the same way? Seriously. And then all of a sudden, I sat there and I thought, okay, I watched the halftime show. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking they got two women up there. I don't know who they are, but everybody thinks, well, I can't believe you don't know who they are. But let me tell you something. They're on a stripper pole. Now, I'm serious, okay? And they're wearing almost what a stripper wears. Okay,
Yeah.
they got it covered up just a little bit. And I'm thinking, would you want your mother, sister, wife, neighbor, employee, anybody acting that way? Is that what you want to see in our country?
But there's people out there that say that this is empowering women.
That's horse crap.
Okay.
Okay, that's horse crap. What that does is that makes our children that are sitting there watching, exposed to that, used to that. Think that is normal.
They think that's the normal thing. Yeah.
Think about this. I mean, and does anybody else feel the same way? Because I mean, it pisses me off. Okay, I sit here and I'm going, you know what? We have a country that everybody just sits back quiet and they accept it. Not me, by God.
Yeah.
Not me, because I'm going to call them out and say, you know what? That ain't right. That's not right. And so you think, where did that happen from? Well, those people that did the halftime show, they're this and that. It came from the NFL commissioner. He was the one that said, you know what? It's okay. So maybe my decision to not watch the NFL and the football league stuff was probably a pretty good one, because I'm not going to support that. And I just think, am I the only one that feels that way? I guess I am.
Well, here, Ryan Jacobson, a neighbor up of mine, he says he agrees with you on the Super Bowl. And then this is His name is Seth from South Texas. He said he'd like to hear Keith's take on how he feels about the new hunting, fishing young guys on YouTube. Big one he may recognize maybe is the Guggen Squad.
No.
Is that right? He said I've watched Keith since he was a kid. He's 20 now, and he's always thought of him as a role model in the hunting community. So that's
Okay.
kind of nice. He's listening in here.
Yeah. Well, I think it's cool.
Appreciate you, finding me on YouTube there, Seth.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and,
that.
and I'm telling you, if and you ought to subscribe to Scott's channel. Okay, if you're not a subscriber, please just hit that subscribe button now. Anybody else that's watching is not a subscriber, please do, because here you're going to hear it the way it is. Okay, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like that's just the way it is. Okay, and there's things that we agree on, most of the things, but there's things we disagree on. But you know what? We're friends, and we can sit here together, and it's not one of these kind of deals that just that we live in a society. It's like, oh, you don't agree with me on that, then I hate your guts.
Yeah.
What crap is that? Okay. And I'm like going, these young guys, I don't know who that is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But I always believe what we need to do is we need to do things legal and ethically, and we need to get people involved. We need more people involved, and we need to be concerned about how are we presenting ourselves to those people? Are we being role models for people? Those girls that were on the stripper pole, where they were role models, they're just bad role models.
Role modeling the wrong direction.
Yeah,
probably.
and I'm like going, I don't understand how we've got a society that champions that.
Yeah.
It's like the more weird you can be, the better. I want to be weird in the fact that, guess what? I'm going to work hard. I'm going to play hard. I'm going to love hard. I'm going to do everything that I can right.
Yeah.
And I want to pass it on to other people to do the right thing. I don't want to be, I ain't going to be on a stripper pole. I'll guarantee you that.
I don't want to see it. I'll tell you.
Well, if you do,
My-
make sure it goes on YouTube, because in such a weird world, everybody go, I got to watch that.
I guarantee you it'd be on social media in a hurry. Waylon up there in Bismarck says, worst halftime show ever. He wants to see somebody like Ned Ledoux, which is Chris Ledoux's son. who's-
You doggone right.
He's
I mean, there's so many good entertainers
Yeah.
out there that are for us.
right.
Okay. That are for us, for the good. I mean, and it's like, I believe that the NFL, they forgot us. They forgot who we are. People want to know, how come Donald Trump, and I know with me, everything always goes back to political, but how come Donald Trump, did so well? And how come people
Yeah.
are so enthusiastic now? Because he spoke for you. He spoke for you. And he spoke for me. Okay. He said things that you were thinking that and did things for you that you wish that you could have done for yourself. Okay. He empowered Bubba, us,
Yeah.
the people that are getting up and taking care of our cows, that are out doing work, that are supporting those people that are in these districts that they've never been, they don't know what a jackrabbit is.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the reason why, and it inspires me, because I think, how many other Donald Trumps are there out there? To be honest with you, there's probably none like him, but there's a lot of people out there that can inspire a lot of people, and we need to get more people inspired.
Well, you look at the gun control side of things, because on the Democratic side, they're not shy about saying that they want to do away with guns. But look what's happening in Virginia. You see what's happening there.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't
Yeah.
that wonderful that the people rose up?
Yeah.
It's like, and
But
you know what?
is that enough anymore, though?
No, that's not enough.
Yeah.
It'll never be enough. They're never, ever, never going to stop. Okay. When you get in a fight, okay, you don't get in a fight just to beat your opponent up. You get in a fight to beat your opponent up and have them go away and never come back.
Teach them a lesson.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And never come back.
Yeah.
Okay. You're teaching them a lesson. It's like, you know what? We can't ever stop, because they want to teach us a lesson. Okay. And I'm thinking, if we're going to allow them to teach us a lesson, I'm getting tired of getting beat up. Okay. I'm going to beat back. And the way I'm going to beat back is taking kids and letting kids help understand why we do this, because that's what they did. They indoctrinated the kids.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch of sissies that now grew up that they think guns are bad. They just think they're bad.
Mhm.
And I'm going, we need to turn the tables. And so we need to encourage more people to get up and do the right thing and reach out and not just talk to the people that are watching Dakota Prairie Outdoors or the High Road. Talk to people that maybe we can win over that are not our normal people.
Right. And that you hit a lot larger stage being able to do that than probably I do here. But I shouldn't say that. I mean, we're on 6 states, a couple Canadian provinces with the show. So
If
we
you
can
had
still work
one
with that.
person, if one person listening to this right now, say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one morning of my life. That's all. Just one,
Yeah.
not one a year, one out of your life. and you're going to put together a program to go to a school, a local school, and you're going to take what I call a dog and pony show. Take everything from rattlesnake rattles and a duck call and your hunting boots, and take all these things that you have readily available, and go to school and do a seminar for kids.
Yeah.
Just preschool kids. And I mean, it's going to be like your Daniel Boone walking in the room.
Are they allowing people to come in and do that in schools anymore?
As long as you do it carefully.
You got to do it. Yeah.
As long as you do it carefully.
Right.
And you got to do it remembering that, hey, the teachers are going to be the filter, just like the algorithms on YouTube. They're going to be the filter.
Yeah.
Somehow we got to get past those filters. But guess what? We need those teachers too. So if we can be talking to those kids at the kids level, every time I've done this, it's amazing. I mean, because the teacher's going, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You're educating the teacher itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need to outreach. And if we get one person, just one person that's listening to this program to do that, it was a success.
Mhm.
Okay. God gives us 24 hours in a day. What do you want to do with your time? And there's so many different charitable organizations and things that you can get involved with. I mean, you're involved with them. I'm involved with them.
Yeah.
But what do you do with your 24 hours? I mean, you have these people call up the National Rifle Association. Hey, I want some money or whatever it is.
Right.
Okay. Everybody calls up. You only have 3 things that you can give: time, talent, or treasure. Some people can give all those 3 things. Okay. Some people, they've all got time, talent, or treasure of some kind. Give something. Give something back to what you believe in, and it will make you feel better. But the world will be a better place for outdoorsmen if you do that.
And it only takes a small amount of your time if you really think about it too. It doesn't take, you don't have to commit full force. You can do small things here and there. So
And you may make a friend that you have been looking for your whole life. Think about that. I mean, I look at it, I think 10 years ago, I started a TV show on deer farming. It's like everybody, oh, that's going to be the beginning of the end for you. What are you talking about? Deer farming. Let me tell you something. I have met so many wonderful people through deer farming that I wouldn't even know if it wasn't for the white-tailed deer. And so I'm thinking, as we go through our paths of life, wherever you are, where's that next friend of yours sitting? Okay. And that next friend of yours, you don't even know as a friend until you do something out there that could impact that person. All of a sudden you develop these relationships, and success in life is all about good relationships.
Yeah. Well, Keith, we're up against the clock. To see how fast it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you allowing me in your building here. Thank you so much for having us down. And I guess you got 10 seconds if you want to say something here quick to everybody listening.
I need everybody to say a prayer for me. My daughter's getting married tonight, and I got to leave right now and take tacos to 15 girls in my house that are doing their hair and makeup. So say a prayer for this brother, please.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have yourself a great weekend. For more information, you can go to my website, DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com, and make sure to keep subscribing on my YouTube channel,
Hit the
Dakota
subscribe
Prairie Outdoors Radio. Have a good weekend. All right. Stations, thank you. Everybody on YouTube, I appreciate that. Let's make sure here before. Hold up. We got one more. We got one more guy question here, Keith. We're there to see a football game, have a local high school band perform, and don't forget about the theatrics. Yeah.
That's right.
No doubt about that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. I'm with you there, man.
You bet. Thanks a lot. YouTube, appreciate it. Have yourself a good day, too.